Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast is a Christ-centered podcast. Established in 2019 and hosted weekly by Pastor Chris Busher. Addressing a host of topics such as the Great Commission, Christian discipleship, and often featuring interviews with special guests who are experts in their field. The views and events expressed on this podcast and all related materials belong solely to their author and not necessarily to the author's employer, organization, committee, or other group or individual. While all attempts are made to present accurate information, some information may become outdated over time. Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast makes every attempt to timely update any and all such information. Without further delay, here's another powerful episode of Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast. Once again, my name is Dallas here, calling you from Brazil today. Today, we have two wonderful guests joining us, a mother and daughter duo here. This is unusual to have two guests, let alone a mother and a daughter. So this is going to be an exciting episode today. And we have joining us Katrice and Kashira Thompson. Yes?
Yeah.
Welcome to our show today.
Hi. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And we're going to talk a little bit about your business that both of you have together called Glam Scrubwear. But before we do, I just want to let our audience get to know each of you a little bit more. And so, Katrice, you can go first. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
I am Katrice Thompson. I'm a nurse. I am a motivational speaker, an author. The list goes on and on. But the main thing, I am a woman of faith. And that's pretty much who I am. Glad to be on your show. Glad that you invited us here. And we're excited.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kashira Thompson. I am also a nurse. I am a business entrepreneur of Glam Scrubwear with my mom. And I'm also a woman of faith. So it's very exciting to be on this show and talk about our faith and our walk with God. So we're super excited about this.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to have you here today. And I know our guests are going to be blessed by our conversation. I have my first question. Why a nurse? You're both nurses. What led you both into this field?
Well, I'll go first. I've always just had a servant's heart. I just love helping people. And, being in this field, it just goes along with, having a servant's heart. It's not an easy field. It takes a special type of person to do this job, but I love it. For me, it's not really just a job, but it's a ministry because you get to not only, be there for the patients, you're there for the families. You get to not only be their nurse, but you get to pray with them, just so much that goes along with it. But I love what I do and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah. Thank you.
I wanted to be a nurse because I always had a heart to care for others and just to give my all into helping heal people and just make them feel good. So I decided that at a very young age that I wanted to be in the medical field. I didn't know if I wanted to be a pediatrician or a nurse, but I chose to be a nurse. And I think a lot had to do with going along with my mom to work.
I'm sure, right? It had to be something with that, right?
Yeah. I just realized that I liked it so much and I had a lot of fun. So I decided to pursue that career.
And do you both live in the same area? You work at the same hospital or different places?
We live in the same area. Sometimes we work together and sometimes it just kind of depends. We have worked together before.
Do you guys like this format to work together, or you're like, man, I hope I don't?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
In business together, I'm sure you guys are together often.
Yes,
right?
I do. Cool. I don't know about her because sometimes I'm like, hey, will you help me out a little bit? Yeah. I don't know how much she likes that, but.
You're listening to the Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast. We'll be right back after this quick word from our sponsors.
Innovation Nation, I'm all in. Create your dream business online or create your dream lifestyle. Mantech Designs specializes in turning any idea, product, or service into a 7-figure business utilizing online leverage. Find more information to achieving your dreams by searching mantechdesigns.com. That is MANTECH designs.com. Most people do not want to have a discussion about life, death, and what's beyond the grave. It is for this reason that people go through life with blinders on, not considering what God has said. Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness before you proceed with the process of living. For Christ said that He knew when He was going to die, but we could die at any time. Hopefully this book will serve as a wake-up call. Find your copy of Living with Blinders on Amazon today. It's such a pleasure to have both of you here today, and I'm excited to talk about your business here. I like it when we have entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs coming and giving something for us to receive. And so your business, again, one more time, Glam Scrubwear. And just one of you, tell me what this is about.
Glam Scrubwear is a business that means so much to us. We created it January 2021, basically during and kind of at the start of the pandemic, because we saw a lot of healthcare workers just burned out. There was a lot of disparity in a place where we once had a lot of joy and a lot of fun. It started to become a very dark place. So we started Glam Scrubwear to kind of bring joy and a light back into the healthcare field, and also to help bring confidence and self-esteem to the healthcare workers that were feeling down.
Katrice, can you add anything to that?
Yes. So Kashira told you a little bit about our company, and also along with our company, one of the most important things is our initiative that actually goes along with our company. It's called Gifts of Glam. And so with each purchase of a scrub set, we take a portion of the proceeds and we put it into our initiative. And so with our initiative, we're able to give back just in various ways where we can help homeless people. We can also, we have a heart for women that go through domestic violence. So that's one of the areas. We also will provide scholarships so that people can go back to nursing, can go to nursing school, or if they're interested in the healthcare field, so we can give back in multiple ways. So that really, that it's not about us. It's more so what we can do to bless others. So that's really what Glam is all about.
Yeah. And what kind of collections do you guys offer?
Yeah. So one of our collections that we have is our Get Glam collection. So that's a collection where we have bling on the neckline and on the sides of the pants. So it just represents, the motto for that scrub collection is leave a little sparkle wherever you go. So for us, that means just making a positive impact on every life that we encounter. So that just, sometimes my patients tell me, I can see you smiling through the mask. And that means a lot to me, because that just shows you that people can realize when you have positivity and good energy. So, and they gravitate towards that, and that really makes a difference. So
it goes a long way in the health industry. It goes a long way.
Oh, yes, it really does. So the Get Glam, that's one of them. And what do you have?
And one of our other ones that we really, really are very sentimental about is our Heavenly collection. And both of us are wearing a scrub from our Heavenly collection. So with that collection, what really sparked that was also during the pandemic when, we started seeing our coworkers lose hope and, lose faith. And some of them would even say, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. So we decided to put Bible verses on the scrubs to just, remind them, that, not to give up, just keep believing, keep the faith. So they're based around healing, hope, and faith.
And whenever you guys launched this, this business here, is this something that you just tried to do in your local area, your local hospital, your local city, or is it something that you had the vision? I want to take this global. I want to take this national. What was your guys' vision for this?
Of course, you have to start somewhere. So we started off just wanting to do it locally and around our area, our hospitals. But we soon saw that it was something that was making people feel amazing and the patients loved it. And then we began to dream bigger and think bigger, like this can be global, this can be national. So now we are looking national and globally. So that's our goal.
And for me, I would say from the beginning, I knew that it was, going to be something big, going to be something amazing, just because of how the vision came about. I was in a really low place at the time. And I remember I was on my knees and I was praying and crying. I was going through a really tough time. And I asked God to give me a vision that would also allow me to live out my purpose. So that night when I went to sleep, I actually had a dream about this company. So God actually showed me the vision in a dream. So that next morning, I called Kashira, in which we call her Kash. I called her and I told her about it. And she was like, wow, I like that idea. At the time, she was in nursing school. So we just, we talked about it. We put it on paper and we just kept going. And so we ended up meeting our mentor, and she has a academy called the Millionaire Mastermind Academy, where she helps women all over the world start and run successful businesses. So everything was like a divine appointment in an alignment with God, because the way we met, I just knew it was God. So everything from there, the rest was just history. So that's how everything came about.
It's wonderful how things just line up like that, right?
Yes.
I have another couple questions for you. Like, maybe these are dumb questions, but I don't know. So I have to ask. Maybe our audience has some questions too. Like, I know all of the scrubs that people wear in the medical field, they're a specific way, right? So are there specific restrictions, like what it's supposed to be like? You have to create this material within that guideline, that border. What is that? Tell me about that, because I have no idea.
No. So when it comes to scrubs for work, you can basically wear anything you want, any style, any whatever you wanted to say. Some like to put their name on it. And the only restrictions that can sometimes come about is color. So sometimes in hospital, different positions have to wear different colors. So that's the biggest restriction that we run into as nurses. But when it comes to style, it's up in the air. Anything goes.
Okay. So that leaves you guys to come in here and create a great design, because I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but from my perspective outside of the hospital, it's usually the same boring kind, that everyone wears. And it's good. You guys can spice it up a little bit. You can make it a little more exciting, a little more enjoyable. That's great.
And we have lots of designs that we haven't even released yet. So we're just looking to just bring design after design, just to
and I'm sure people are excited when they can get something that is fashionable. It's exciting to wear. It's fun. It's joyful. I think that's a great thing.
Yes.
Great thing.
Thank you.
And another question here. In this field, who are your largest competitors for this?
I don't really look at our business as a competition, just because I feel like you're never going to be the only person that does something. If anything, you guys could kind of work together to help make a difference. So I think that there are other scrub brands, but I wouldn't consider them a competition. It's just we can all make a difference.
I think that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Thank you.
That's why I let you answer, because I knew you would have the perfect answer.
Yeah. Wonderful. Anything else you guys want to tell us about your scrub brand? Anything else that is coming that we should be looking for?
Yeah, we have some more designs, but it's kind of a secret. So just stay tuned and we have some amazing, never before seen designs. So just kind of be on the lookout.
Wonderful.
Yes,
thank you guys so much.
We just want to keep the faith and keep the faith in our business, never give up, because we know that this is our purpose and we're here to fulfill our purpose for God. And we're not just living for ourselves, but we're actually living for Him. So the fact that He showed my mom that dream, and that just basically represents her purpose and our purpose. So we have to do the best we can do to please God. And I just feel like this is actually His business and we're the employees. So He's the CEO and we work for Him, and we're blessed to be chosen to be the people to fulfill this.
And if I could have both of you give one overall point that you want our audience to take from your time here today, what would that be? Katrice, you can go first. One overall point.
I would just tell them, if God gives you a dream or a vision, just, He'll provide all the resources. He'll provide the people, the connections, you just have to have the faith, and you just have to take a step. And when you take one step, He'll take three. So just go for it and don't give up.
Oh, I'm going to steal my mom's quote with this one, but she always says, if God's hands are in it, you're destined to win it. So
I like that. That's good. That's good too. All right. Well, thank you both for your time here today. I want to give you the opportunity to tell our audience, where can we buy this product?
Yeah. So we have a website where you can purchase products. It's www.glamscrubwear.com. Okay.
Glam Scrubwear. You guys can find that link below in our podcast today. You guys can click on that. One more exciting thing. It says here that you guys were a part of a digitaljourney.com, an article here that said that you guys partnered with CARE to support national care workers. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? One more question.
Yeah. So CARE is a national company that staffs healthcare professionals pretty much all around the world. So we actually are care heroes too. So we were working in different facilities, and word got out about our scrubs, and people were talking about it. And so they contacted somebody from the corporate office, knew about our scrubs. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional because it's really been just a blessing. I can't even describe how things have been and how blessed we've been with our business. But they contacted me, and they were like, we heard about your scrubs, and, we want to partner with you guys. And I'm like, wow. So we went to a meeting, and the rest was history again. So
amazing. That's so cool that you guys are making an impact. That's what it's all about, making an impact. Well, again, thank you both for your time today. And again, for our audience, one more time, find this link below in the podcast description. You guys can click on this. If you are a nurse, if you work in the medical industry, if you have family, this is a great gift for them as well. So check out the link, find the collections there.
We also have a YouTube channel, and we also have an Instagram page, and both of them are Glam Scrubwear. So you can follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube.
And Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
You've just listened to the Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast with your host, Pastor Chris Busher. Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast was recorded live in studio with final editing made before uploading. Subscribe today to Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast on iTunes or Google Play. For more fantastic daily content, visit Pastor Chris Busher online via Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Don't miss the next episode on Faith and Family Fellowship Podcast.